Welcome back, my name is Papiku. The game was Dark Souls 3. So, as per usual, it's time to go over my thoughts on the game and what I have planned for the next Let's Play. As far as Dark Souls 3 is concerned, I actually had a lot more fun playing Dark Souls 3 than I remember playing with 1 or 2. And that might very well be down to the game just being, well, more fluid and polished than 1 and 2 were. Like, Dark Souls 1 is pretty infamous for being janky and clunky, so maybe that has something to do with it. Also, I'd like to make an observation on Dark Souls 3 in that it feels like the game very much wants you to be a strength main. And let me explain it like this. It feels like Dark Souls 3 boss fights are more of a turn-based RPG than an action RPG. Because, like, the bosses, like the Dancer and the Nameless King, they go into these long attack combos, or the Demon Princes, and only once they're done with their attack combos are you allowed to get in a hit or two in retaliation. And that, to me, reads like the game wants you to do one big shot of big damage in that small window, rather than the paper cuts of a traditional dex build. Whereas, like in Dark Souls 1, you had like the Tauros demon, the Asylum demons, where you could get pretty high, if not 100% uptime, if you played well, and just chop away at them with your little knives, and it was fine, because you had the time to attack, and it also gave you the time to apply status effects. The one notable exception to this was the Moonlight Butterfly. Basically, if you didn't have a range build, you were stuck waiting for your turn until the butterfly perched. So, yeah, I feel like with the strength build, you do that one big bonk of damage, and then you start rolling way back to safety while the boss revs up its next combo. And it's more or less the same with pyromancy and sorcery, I'd imagine. Except you're also playing a bit of the ranged game to avoid some of the combos. But yeah, it's a weird feeling, because it's like, part of me doesn't particularly care for that boss design, because in a turn-based RPG, you expect the enemy to typically do something meaningful during their turn. But in Dark Souls, if you dodge or parry perfectly, then the enemy does nothing. And, of course, you can also miss your attack, but I feel like that shouldn't happen too often if you're at all skilled at the game, which I'm not very, but I still managed to hit a lot of my attacks. I won't say most, because I'd have to scrub through all the footage to see exactly what my hit ratio was on bosses, but I thought it was pretty decent. Anyway, that's thoughts on Dark Souls 3. I enjoyed it. Not sure about the boss design. I hear that Elden Ring takes Dark Souls 3 boss design and kind of makes it more. So, one day I will get to Let's Playing that game maybe, but of course first I'd play Bloodborne. And I am looking forward to that, because Bloodborne looks fun. No magic, hunter's tools, all that. Looking forward to finding something that I vibe with there. But anyway, that's for some far-flung future. For right now, the next Let's Play that I have planned for the channel is Mega Man Star Force. I played this game like crazy when I was a kid. And it's been long enough since I played it that I don't remember what my deck was, but I love Star Force. I hate that it's eternally overshadowed by its over-milked Big Brother battle network, and hopefully you all will see why I enjoy Star Force so much, and I can put together a competent deck to... Because the only thing I remember about my old childhood deck is that I had Tauros in it and I had Cancer in it. I think it was both were the EX versions. Tauros might have been regular. But anyway, we'll get started with that in 2 days' time, as per usual. Same bat time, same bat place. And we'll follow the adventures of Omegasis and Geostellar. Although, now that I think about it, I don't think they actually named Geo in the first game. I think he didn't get his name until the second game. I might be misremembering that. We'll see. And until we begin that journey together, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the little bell. And if you'd be so kind, get off my lawn if you're the casuals.